Commissioner Gordon Bane has vanished. To command true strength, one must embrace the art of standing alone. This isn't a preference, it's a certainty for those who crave real power. Dependence. It is a shackle, each link forged by the fragility of needing someone else. You lean on others like limbs that no longer work, terrified of the fall. But it's in the fall that the strongest rise. The self is the only constant. It is the only foundation immune to betrayal, untouched by failure, invulnerable to loss. All else fades, people, promises, pretenses. To depend is to surrender a part of your power. To kneel is to invite subjugation. Self-reliance is not survival. It is dominion over your fate. It's the recognition that no one will rescue you. The world will watch you burn and offer no hand. But from that fire, you are born anew. Unyielding, unbreakable. Those who draw strength from others are always at the mercy of another's fragility. But those who draw strength from within, they are untouchable. To be self-reliant is not to hide, it is to wield. Not a shield, but a weapon. Not defense, but domination. Isolation breeds clarity. When you release your need for others, the truth of the world reveals itself. It is a war zone. The strongest endure. The weak bind themselves to one another, tethered by illusions of loyalty and friendship. But those ties, they are chains in disguise. Dependency is the hand that delivers the blade of betrayal. But when you rely on none, you risk nothing. No one can betray you. No one can weaken you. Because your strength is self-forged, not borrowed. True might isn't gifted, it's earned in silence, in solitude. When there's no one to call upon, you begin to awaken. You learn that your savior, your sword, your spine is you. Let the world collapse. Let the dust consume all else. You will not fall, because you rose from nothing, and nothing can unmake you. Others are ballast, dragging you into the depths of their fears. But when you discard those weights, you become free, free to strike, to move, to act with absolute certainty. No hesitation, no doubt. Doubt belongs to those who still lean, who still hope. But when the only voice you listen to is your own, you know what you're capable of. You know what you will become. There are no walls around you, no ceilings, no limits, no leash. Self-reliance is ultimate power, because no one else will fight your wars. Not truly. When it matters, when it counts, you stand alone. Others might offer their strength, but theirs is a flicker, a borrowed spark. Yours is an inferno, a blaze no storm can put out. Victory belongs to the self-reliant, the one who never crumbles when everyone else does, the one who remains unmoved when the ground splits and the sky falls. Self-reliance is not for the weak, it's the crucible of transformation. It is the path walked alone, the path that forges gods from men. The world bows not out of fear, but from failure. It cannot break what it cannot bend. And in the silence of solitude, you will find a voice more powerful than 1,000 screams, your own. Bet on yourself. Always. Others bet with borrowed fire, trusting hands too weak to hold them. They pray for safety in numbers, but all they find are more chains. To bet on anyone else is to hand your fate to a trembling stranger. But to bet on yourself, that is certainty. That is sovereignty. The world is filled with those desperate for validation, clinging to promises they never test. But the only promise that counts is the one you whisper to yourself, I will never break. Every trust placed in another is a risk, a doorway to disappointment. But when you hold the key alone, no one can lock you in or out. Others will fail you, but the self never will. promises are paper, folded into shapes that crumble when it rains. But your will, that is steel. That is flame. That is inevitable. Others chase hope, but hope is soft. Power is forged in knowing, in certainty. To bet on yourself is to embrace destiny. No dice, no spin, no gamble, only resolve. The one who places their fate in their own hands is the only one who knows how the game ends, because they wrote the rules. Those who wait to be saved are already lost, but those who trust in their own strength need no rescuer. They have moved beyond rescue, beyond fear, beyond reliance. The world is chaos. Power is order. And the only order that lasts is the one you shape with your own hands. Bet on yourself, and the outcome is already known. Victory. Real strength begins in the mind. True self-reliance means owning not just your body, but your thoughts. To think for yourself is to strip away the noise of the crowd. To refuse the borrowed beliefs of others. Intellectual independence is the foundation of unshakable power. The crowd offers comfort, but comfort is decay. Their thoughts are not their own, echoes in a chamber of weakness. But the self-reliant man silences the noise and listens only to the truth within. He is not led, he leads. He questions everything, trusts nothing until he has torn it apart and rebuilt it with his own hands. To think for yourself is to become your own philosopher, your own weapon. Dependence on others' thoughts is surrender. Mental strength, like physical strength, is earned, not given. Forged in the heat of relentless thought, of uncompromising clarity. The mind must be trained, hardened, not swayed by emotion, not blinded by comfort. The independent mind sees with brutal honesty. It cuts through illusion. It demands answers no one else dares seek. To observe is to dominate, not to passively accept, but to understand, to master. The masses see shadows. The self-reliant mind sees the structure casting them. Analysis is your blade. It slices through deception, through bias, through fear. No belief is safe. No assumption sacred. The truth is carved from raw stone, shaped by a mind that kneels before no dogma. The self-reliant mind trusts nothing it has not tested. It is skeptical. It is surgical. It does not absorb, it creates. To adopt another's thoughts is treason to the self. Intellectual freedom is not a gift, it is seized. Seized through mental war, through relentless questioning, through solitude, through will. Think alone. Think clearly. Think fearlessly. Only then do you escape the prison of ignorance. Only then do you rise, not as a follower, but as a master, a creator, a force of mind. This is the path. Walk it alone, and you will never be led astray. Build your mind, your will, your strength on no foundation but your own. For that is the only fortress the world cannot breach.